I don't know if you guys are familiar with this content creator, Boozor. He did a video a few weeks ago on Plarium doing a survey on different IPs, different intellectual properties, different franchises, and trying to gauge the community's interest in all of these different franchises. And the last time that they did a survey like this was right before the He-Man collab, and He-Man was one of the franchises in this survey. And they do these, Plarium does these in order to gauge interest in certain things to determine what they want to put forward in the next collab. So I thought it was interesting. I watched this video. I thought it was interesting, the different franchises that he had mentioned here. And apparently this is not everyone got the same survey. Some had a certain amount of franchise. I think there was like 10 in each survey. But some had, like, his had like Metalocalypse, and man, it's been so long since I've seen that show. I forgot it existed. Blood of Dawnwalker, which I have no idea. I did some research. Apparently it's a game about vampires and stuff like that, but never heard of it before this. God of War, Shrek, all the Shrek, really? That's gotta be like they just threw something ridiculous in, and it's not actually. There's no chance of Shrek being a collab in the game, right? I can't imagine that. Magic the Gathering, which seems like, I mean, Magic has so much that they could just do Raid and be a competitor to Raid. So it's kind of wild to think that like a couple Magic units could be in Raid. Tekken, what else? Street Fighter, 300. Some of these seem like weird. It's like 300. No one has talked about that in years. So why would that be something coming to Raid? Street Fighter, they have done collabs. They did collab with Summoner's War, and they also have their own. Don't they have a turn-based RPG? I don't know. I should find out. I thought they did. I might be thinking of some. I might be thinking of King of Fighters or something else. I don't know. Tomb Raider, which seems kind of wild for that to be a collab. Devil May Cry. And then it's just, how would you feel about these characters, art style and tone, as a match for Raid Shadow Legends? I think one of the things is like, is it better to have something that's like really wild and outdoor, or better to have something that is very much similar to the aesthetic of Raid Shadow Legends? But there's also some people chimed in the comments about what they saw in their surveys, and some said Final Fantasy VII. I don't think that's actually going to come. I mean, Final Fantasy has been, they've been prostituting out their franchise. What's the nicest way that I can say that? They had a weird Final Fantasy, it was kind of like PUBG, but it was Final Fantasy game that came out, and then like I tried it once and I was like, this is basically not Final Fantasy, and then like no one really played it. But anyway, I did some mock-ups for what some of these would actually look like in Raid Shadow Legends. Let's take a look. Guys, today I want to tell you how to get the...
Are you going to tell them how to get me for free?
Well, yeah, I was going to do that.
Excellent! I will slay all the demons.
Well, I was going to tell them that if they click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen, they can get a legendary Elenaril at the beginning of the game.
Yes, Elenaril, a great unit for poison teams.
And then Maus Mage at level 10.
That will be wonderful for the Dragons team.
And then Uugo at level 20.
A reviver with defense break. That should come in handy.
And then Fane at level 30.
Ah, Fane the boss slayer. And I, the magnificent Tholin Foulbeard, with the promo code DEMONSLAYER.
Yes, every new player can use a promo code in the first 48 hours to get an extra legendary of their choice.
Choice? Who else could they choose but me?
Well, they can also choose Ruarc with the promo code Desert Queen.
Oh, that is a good one.
Or they can use the promo code TREEHUGGER for a Greenwarden Ruarc.
Ah, they would never choose a vegan.
Or they can use the promo code GETALICE for a legendary Alice the Wanderer.
They can get Alice? She is amazing. I see I have some competition.
Or Sun Wukong with the promo code Monkey King.
The mighty Monkey King! He is so difficult to kill. Stop giving them options. Get back to the video.
This is one of the beauties of AI, and I don't love it being used to create the final product in games, but I like that we have this option to use it, like to mock things up and be like, oh, I wonder what this could look like if it was in this different style. So we did, of course we did AI. I can't function without AI anymore. Let's get it started. First off, we have Tomb Raider, which I think came out really good. So she's got the Tomb Raider aesthetic, and then she also has some armor. She's gritty, she's got blood, she's got skulls. I mean, I'm sure there was like blood and skulls in the original game, but not quite like this. I think this one came out possibly visually the best of all of them. But I think they really captured. Also, it is very challenging to be able to create artwork of licensed IPs without getting detected by ChatGPT. And it's like, hey, you can't do artwork of this because this is already a thing. And yeah, so it's challenging to kind of try to get around those. But anyway, Tomb Raider is one of them. Next up, we have Metalocalypse, which I think this is hilarious. I would assume that he's going to be in the Dwarves faction. I kind of want to summon him. Would they all be in different factions? I guess they would all be in different factions. I kind of want this in the game now. I hope people... No, not enough people would have voted for this. In my mind, I really wish they would have. God of War just seems like... He just seems like a Raid of Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends character already. I suppose he'd be in Barbarians. But I also thought this was going to get flagged, but apparently it didn't. But yeah, he just looks like a unit that would already be in the game. Blood of Dawnwalker looks cool. Looks like he's probably in the Dark Elves, maybe, I suppose, faction. And then we have Final Fantasy VII. So it's another one is really tricky. It's such a big IP that it's really tricky to kind of like skirt around things. So I wish this is all I could get out of the prompt for Tifa, Lockhart, and Red. I mean, Red looks like it could be in the game already. And we do have units in Raid that kind of look... I mean, they're the kind of the humanoid mix versions of these. But yeah, this person in the comments... down here. For me, there was Final Fantasy VII, League of Legends, Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat, Walking Dead, God of War, Castlevania, Thundercats, Bloodborne, The Mummy. The Mummy seems weird. I want you guys to see all this stuff down here. The Might for Honor, Beavis. I had not played that game. Beavis and Butthead also seems wild, but I think Beavis and Butthead. Legacy of Kain also seems weird to have. Didn't they do a remake of that game recently? I don't know. Three to ask specifics for League of Legends, Castlevania, and Bloodborne. I don't think League of Legends would do a collab. I really don't see that happening. Castlevania I could see. Bloodborne I have no opinion on either way, I guess. But, man, Final Fantasy VII, I would be so excited for that. I would be genuinely, you want to see me wail. Put Final Fantasy VII characters in the game, not even joking. Mortal Kombat, though, that could, I feel like that could be really cool. That could generate a lot of hype, Mortal Kombat. Weird to see The Walking Dead, but I feel like Mortal Kombat, Thundercats, Final Fantasy would generate a lot of hype. I can't see League of Legends actually doing that, though. And a lot of these, like, the Mummy, like, that's an old franchise. I don't know anyone that's, like, really talking about or getting excited about the Mummy. Castlevania. It just looks like a Castlevania game, to be honest. And then we have Shrek. I thought this was amazing. I cannot imagine Shrek actually being... DreamWorks is not going to let Shrek be in Raid Shadow Legends. They're going to be like, no, thank you. We have enough money, and we don't want to put it in any other video games. Thank you very much. Although they're not really doing... Is there really Shrek video games? I can imagine there's probably like a Shrek, like a terrible puzzle game. Like a mobile garbage fest for Shrek. I don't know. But yeah, I think this is really cool. I'm digging the mock-up. This was the challenge to actually get done as well. But yeah. What do we have next? Devil May Cry. Definitely feels like this could just be in Raid Shadow Legends and work perfectly fine. It doesn't seem out of place at all. Then we have Beavis and Butthead. I thought this one came out amazingly. So we got, how many, what is he supposed to be, like a goblin? Wait, which one's Beavis and which one's Butthead? I think Butthead is the one on the left and Beavis is the one on the right. And then Beavis is a werewolf. I think this looks pretty cool. I think this, just like this, I don't know. It definitely fits the Raid Shadow Legends theme much more with a goblin and is this a vampire goblin? I don't even know, man. And a werewolf. Yeah, that's wild. And then, so this is no more AI now. These are just different things from, some of these characters have artwork done in the dark fantasy styles. So I think that this could actually, just as it is, go, match the Raid Shadow Legends aesthetic. I think the Sub-Zero one looks awesome. I haven't played all the new Mortal Kombat games. The last one I played was probably Mortal Kombat 3, 20 years ago. Probably 30 years ago. I don't know when it came out. A long, long time ago. A very, very long time ago. But I think the Mortal Kombat units already could just fit in this universe. And Shadowkin exists, and they just fit right in. And that works perfectly because Shadowkin needs some more units. So, what else do we have? 300. I think this could fit the aesthetic. I mean, of course, I would like to think that they put stuff in the survey that they know could fit the aesthetic anyway, but Shrek is there and Beavis and Butthead. And I don't I don't know. But who's really talking about 300 though? Like that's so old of a franchise, unless it's like a really, really discounted. They're like, they could get it for pennies on the dollar, I guess. And it fits the aesthetic. Like it could be cool. And then Thundercats, I believe this is the last one, the last slide. So this is stuff that's already people made with Midjourney for Thundercats. I was looking for like Lion-O and stuff like that, but there's nothing else that really fit the aesthetic. I think my favorite one, what is my favorite? The Sub-Zero Man, I kind of want to see that in Raid. Shrek is my favorite. It sure is. I do like this Lara Croft though. I think that looks so much cooler than I was expecting. I mean, I guess it's kind of the Ronda Rousey thing. It's like they would do a similar thing to what they did with Ronda Rousey to make that in the game. Anyway, let me know what you think, what you're hoping for. I hope we get something cool. I hope we get something soon. I hope it's an IP that I actually care about. You already know my feelings. Final Fantasy. Anyway, but if they put a werewolf Beavis and Butthead in, I'm not going to complain. Anyway, that's it for this one. See you as always in the next one.